Welcome back to Elite Planify. If this is your first time here, welcome to the channel. Let's get started. Before we begin, this template includes a detailed instructions page to guide you through every feature. You'll also find a link to our website for more productivity templates, along with our support email if you need any assistance. Here you'll see navigation buttons. Simply click any button to jump directly to its corresponding section. Next, you'll find a sample template included for reference, so you can see how everything is organized and used. Once you're done reviewing the instructions and sample template, switch to the Setup tab. Start by entering your preferred currency symbol, such as dollar, rupee, euro, or pound, in the currency field. Then enter your name to personalize the budget planner. Next, choose whether you want to enable carryover budget. When turned on, any unspent budget from the previous month is automatically carried forward to the next month. This is especially useful if your income varies from month to month or if you're saving for larger upcoming expenses. Below that, customize your budget categories to match your lifestyle. Update the bills section with recurring expenses like rent, groceries, utilities, transportation, or insurance. Use the expenses section for variable spending, such as dining out, shopping, beauty products, entertainment, or household purchases. Add your financial goals under savings, such as an emergency fund, education, a new car, or a home. At the bottom, enter your regular subscriptions, such as Netflix, Spotify, or Amazon Prime, and list any debts you'd like to track, including loans, credit cards, or other outstanding balances. Once you've customized these sections, you're ready to start planning your budget. Next, switch to the Bank Accounts tab. This page helps you keep track of all your bank accounts, credit cards, and transfers in one place. Since the template is currently blank, you won't see any charts or summaries yet. As you start entering your account details and transactions, the totals and graphs will update automatically. At the top, you'll find a summary showing your total current balance, along with separate totals for your checking and savings accounts. Under checking and saving accounts, enter your account name, choose the account type, and add the starting balance. As you record your deposits and withdrawals throughout the planner, the total deposits, total withdrawals, and current balance update automatically. You can also use the adjustments column to account for any manual corrections and update the last checked date whenever you reconcile your account. Below that, you'll find the credit card account section. Enter your credit card details, including the starting balance, expenses, payments, and any adjustments. The current balance is calculated automatically, making it easy to monitor what you owe. Finally, use the Transferred Between Accounts section to record money moved between your accounts, such as transferring funds from your savings account to your checking account or withdrawing cash. This ensures your account balances remain accurate across the entire budget planner. Next, open the Dashboard tab. Since the template is currently blank, you won't see any charts or meaningful insights yet. That's completely normal. As you start entering data into the monthly trackers and other sections of the planner, this dashboard will automatically populate with graphs, summaries, and financial insights. We'll come back to this tab later in the video after we've entered some sample data, so you can see how everything updates in real time. Next, open the Annual Totals tab. This page is automatically populated from the data you enter throughout the planner, so you don't need to enter anything here manually. At the moment, the page is blank because we haven't filled in the monthly trackers yet. As you start recording your income, expenses, savings, subscriptions, and debts each month, this page will automatically generate a complete annual summary. You'll be able to compare your budget versus actual values, view monthly totals, and see the overall difference for each category. We'll come back to this tab later in the video after we've entered some sample data so you can see how everything updates automatically. Next, let's jump to one of the monthly planner tabs. For this example, we'll use January. Before you begin entering data, make sure all the dates you select belong to the same month. Since we're working in the January planner, all income dates, bill due dates, and other transactions should be set to dates in January. At the top of the sheet, you'll see the total income, total expenses, left to spend, left to budget, and the budget summary. You don't need to edit these sections. They are completely formula-driven and update automatically as you enter information throughout the monthly planner. Start by entering your income sources. Add the source name, payday, expected amount, actual amount received, and the bank account where the money was deposited. Next, you'll find the bills, expenses, and savings sections. The categories shown here are pulled directly from the Setup tab. Simply enter your budgeted amount for each category. For bills, you can also add the due date to help keep track of upcoming payments. You don't need to enter the real amount manually. It is calculated automatically based on the transactions you record later in the transactions section for that month. As you log your expenses and savings, the real amount and the difference column update automatically, allowing you to compare your planned budget against your actual spending and savings. Similarly, complete the subscriptions and debt sections by entering your planned budget and due date where applicable. Just like the other sections, the actual and difference columns are calculated automatically based on the transactions you record. Below that, you'll notice the Where Does My Money Go? And When Do I Spend My Money sections. These are fully automated dashboards, so you don't need to enter anything here. They update automatically to show your spending breakdown and daily cash flow. The only section you need to fill in is the transaction tracker. Here, record every income and expense by entering the date, amount, budget name, category account, and an optional description. As you add each transaction, all the summaries, charts, budgets, and actual values across the monthly planner and dashboard update automatically. As you continue adding transactions, the Where Does My Money Go? Section is automatically populated, showing exactly how your spending is distributed across different budget categories. This makes it easy to identify where most of your money is being spent. Similarly, the When Do I Spend My Money? Section generates a day-by-day cash flow timeline, displaying your daily income, total expenses, and running balance throughout the month. This helps you understand your spending patterns, spot high expense days, and monitor your cash flow over time. So, throughout the month, you only need to keep the transaction tracker updated. Everything else on this page, including summaries, spending analysis, percentages, and charts, is calculated and refreshed automatically for you. If the difference shows a negative value, it means you've spent more than your budget for that category. Similarly, continue filling in each monthly tracker as the months pass. Simply record your income and transactions for that month, and the rest of the calculations, summaries, and charts will update automatically. Next, switch to the 50/30/20 tab. This dashboard automatically pulls data from your monthly trackers, so there's nothing to enter here except selecting the month you want to analyze. Choose the month from the drop-down, for example, January. The budget summary will display your income, expenses, savings, debts, and amount left based on the entries you've already made. Below that, you'll find the goal breakdown, where you can assign each budget category as a need, want, or savings/debts according to your budgeting strategy. The My Real Budget Breakdown section then compares your goal with your actual spending, showing how much you really spent in each category and its percentage. This makes it easy to see whether your spending aligns with the 50/30/20 budgeting rule. Next, switch to the Calendar tab. Simply select the month and enter the year you want to view. The calendar will automatically display all your scheduled and recorded transactions for that month, including income, bills, subscriptions, debts, and bill payments. Once a bill has been paid, simply check the box next to it to mark it as paid. At the top, you'll also find a legend that explains what each cell color represents, making it easy to distinguish between income, bills, subscriptions, debts, bill paid, and today's date at a glance. Next, switch to the Sinking Funds tab. Start by filling in the Funds Overview table. Here, create each sinking fund and enter your fund name, goal amount, monthly goal, how much you plan to save each month, and the start date. As you begin contributing, the remaining columns update automatically. Saved shows how much you've contributed so far. Left displays the remaining amount needed to reach your goal. Progress shows the percentage completed. Months left estimates how many months it will take to reach your goal based on your contributions. Estimate date predicts when you'll achieve your savings goal. Next, use the contribution tracker to record every contribution. Simply enter the date, select the sinking fund, and enter the amount saved. As you add contributions, all the summaries, progress bars, charts, and statistics update automatically. At the bottom of the page, you'll also find a detailed progress card for each sinking fund, showing its goal amount, total saved, remaining balance, estimated months left, and expected completion date. Next, switch to the Debt Calculator tab. Now let's move on to the start date. Here, you'll enter the month and year when you want to begin calculating your debt snowball. This date is important because it generates your repayment timeline and payoff projections. If you select the current month or a future month that hasn't come yet, you'll see a warning message pop up, just like the one shown here. Then choose your preferred debt repayment strategy. You have 3 options. Debt Snowball pays off the smallest balance first, helping you build momentum with quick wins. Debt Avalanche pays off the highest interest rate first, helping you save the most on interest over time. Custom Strategy lets you manually decide the repayment order based on your own preference. Next we have is Monthly Extra Payment, which is an additional amount you choose to pay toward your debts each month on top of the minimum payments required by your lenders. Now comes the Debt Table, where you'll enter the details of each debt. Start with the debt name, which is simply a label to identify the account. Next is the initial balance, which is the total amount you currently owe on that debt. Then enter the interest rate, which is the annual percentage rate your lender charges. Finally, fill in the minimum payment, which is the lowest monthly payment required for that debt. The graph above the debt table updates automatically based on the amounts you enter. Here, you'll see a series of summary cards. These cards are automatically generated by the formulas, and they give you a snapshot of your overall debt payoff progress. They also show the order in which each debt will be paid off. The very first card is your overview card showing the current balance. That means how much you still owe. The monthly extra payment is the additional amount you're putting toward your snowball as discussed before. The minimum payment is what the lender requires each month. The total monthly payment combines your minimum plus your extra contribution. The total interest owed shows how much interest you'll pay overall. Next cards aligned horizontally with debt-free date, which tells you when this debt will be completely paid off. Next, let's switch to the Net Worth tab. This page helps you track your overall financial health by recording your assets and liabilities over time. Unlike the dashboard, you'll need to manually update this page at the end of each month with the current values of your assets and debts. At the top, you'll find your current net worth, annual growth, and visual charts showing your net worth, assets versus liabilities, and asset distribution. Below that is the net worth summary, which displays your starting net worth along with month-by-month changes. It also tracks your total assets, total liabilities, and overall growth for the year. The assets section provides a detailed breakdown of everything you own, including your cash and bank accounts, investments, properties, and other assets. Each category shows its starting value, monthly values, and growth over time, helping you monitor how your wealth is growing. Similarly, the liabilities section tracks everything you owe, including short-term debts, long-term debts, and other liabilities. As your debts decrease and your assets grow, your net worth will automatically improve. All of the tables, charts, and calculations on this page update automatically as you continue using the budget planner, giving you a clear picture of your financial progress throughout the year. Now that we've entered data into the monthly trackers and other sections, let's head back to the dashboard and annual totals tabs. You'll now notice that all the charts, graphs, and summary cards are fully populated with your financial data. These pages update automatically, giving you a complete overview of your finances without any additional work. On the dashboard, you can instantly see your annual income, expenses, savings, cash flow, spending trends, net worth, sinking fund progress, debt payoff summary, and much more, all in one place. The annual totals page also updates automatically, showing month-by-month totals for your income, bills, subscriptions, expenses, savings, debts, and budget comparisons. It's a great way to analyze your spending patterns throughout the year and compare your planned budget against your actual results. As you continue updating your monthly trackers, these dashboards will always stay in sync, giving you real-time insights into your financial progress. Finally, we have the Challenge tab. This tab is designed to help you build better saving habits through fun financial challenges. First, we have the No Spending Challenge. Start by setting your monthly goal for the number of no-spend days you'd like to achieve. This table is then automatically populated based on the transactions you've entered in your monthly trackers. Any day on which you record a transaction will be marked, making it easy to see which days you spent money and which were no-spend days. It also tracks your total no-spend days, whether you've achieved your goal, your longest no-spend streak, and your total money spent for the month. Next is the challenge section. There are 5 different challenge boxes, each designed to help you build better financial habits. For each challenge, start by setting your monthly goal. Then, throughout the month, mark a check mark on the days when you successfully complete that challenge. For example, on a no-spend day. Mark a tick if you didn't spend any money. The tracker will automatically calculate your total completed days, longest streak, whether you've achieved your goal, and any other challenge-specific progress, making it easy to stay motivated and monitor your consistency. If you'd like to customize any of the charts, simply double-click on the chart text to open the editor. From there, you can easily change the title, labels, colors, fonts, or other design elements to match your preferences. I've demonstrated this process in the video so you can follow along if needed. Thank you so much for watching. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe to Elite Planify, and hit the notification bell. Thanks again, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.